Is it a new game? Also, a girl needs 3 things at all times: fun, caffeine, and hydration. Yeah. No grill. Hey, somehow I still read that correct. Good job, my brain. I still read it correct. Yeah. No, I usually have 2. That's why I felt like saying that now this time I have 3. So I guess it's a new game? Yeah, it's a new game now, because now we need to select this one. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Play this game? Yes, please. Ooh, episode 1, Turnabout Memories. That's Mia. That's Mia. Ooh, do we get to play as Mia for the first case? Does she look different to you in this? Oh, she looks younger. That's what. Oh, is this like her first case or something? Or one of her cases? Anywho, we are gonna go. Turnabout Memories. Ikuzo! Waku, 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 waku. Let's go. Oh. Huff, huff. Ah! How did I get into this mess? Okay, we got a guy unconscious or dead. Why? Why did I do that? Whoa, 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 whoa! Ow, my ass! Wait, is that Phoenix? That's Phoenix, isn't it? Spiky-haired guy. That girl, you should... What? Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Oh god. Hello, Tooth. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Thursday, cause I don't think Phoenix is having a... What are you wearing, my dude? It wasn't me. I didn't... That is Phoenix. What is he wearing? I didn't do it. Huh? 5 years earlier, Mia Fey second trial. Ah, oh. Yeah, what did Nick do? Also, are you good, Kiso? You are very, very fast typing today. Killing a dude just like that. Was he dead? Or was he just unconscious? Okay, let's not assume he's dead yet. Let's assume he's conscious. But yeah, how so? I don't know. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's see what we are working with here. But it looks like 2 dudes were arguing about a girl. And then I guess our boy Nick knocked the other dude down or something. I don't know. That was just what we saw in that flashback. April 11, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Oh, we are Mia. That's cool. Okay, so we're playing as Mia in this first case, I guess. Ew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Who's talking? Oh, wow. All right, it's Mr. Rosberg. He was Mia's... Was he Mia's mentor? I don't know. Oh, Mr. Rosberg. Good morning. Ah, Mia, please, calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. I don't remember what kind of voice I gave this guy. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Crossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. I don't think she's very relaxed. Let's go off my labels. You obviously haven't got temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? So it is her first case. Yo! Was Phoenix Mia's first customer? Wow, I have no memory of this. That's kind of big. Why the hell is... Wow, my memory sucks. Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Crossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Oh, so it's the second case. Okay, not first then. It's the second time. Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? And you already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let your client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's your client. Oh my... What are you... Oh my... It is Phoenix. My dude. What on earth are you wearing? Like, I don't know much about fashion or anything, but... That's an ugly ass shirt. I don't know. I feel like if the heart and the letter P would be a different color, it might be okay, but it's not the pink that's bothering me. It's more of a... It's like somebody just slapped that heart in that shirt. Okay, so... No. It's weird seeing him in the game. Yeah, it's weird seeing him, like... From our point of view, I guess. I guess he has a cold since he has a mask on. Wait, hold on. Can I open the... Yeah, I can. Doc Auto... Oh, shit! He's dead. Okay, never mind. He was not knocked over. He died. What did you do, Phoenix? Dog's autopsy report. Date and time of death. 4th of 9 at 3 p.m. In the middle of the day, too. Or is that night? Day? Day? Night? That's in the day. During the day. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Electric shock? So he wasn't... Okay, so at the very least he wasn't knocked over. He was... shocked? Okay, what about profiles? Oh, look at that. Okay, one at a time. Okay, we got Oh, Phoenix, you baby boy! You are only 21 here. Aw. He's a young lass here. Just about adult. Okay, Phoenix Wright, age 21, my client, a third-year art student at Ivy University. Art student? I didn't know he was an art student. Okay, anywho, at Ivy University, he's currently has a cold. Okay. Yeah, he studied art at first, apparently. And then there's our mentor, Marvin Grossberg, age 61, my superior and the lead and the head of Grossberg Law Offices. This is the guy who's dead, Doc Swallow, age 22. The victim, he was a fourth year pharmacology student at the same university. And then we got Dahlia Hawthorne, Age 20, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend. Okay. Dated the victim Dog Swallow up until 8 months ago. But these guys were talking about... Well, here's the thing. I wasn't sure who was talking about who here. But I'm gonna assume that Dog was talking about... that he was trying to warn Phoenix about, I guess, her? But then Phoenix got angry and something happened. Electric shock. Or, I don't know enough, but this girl's sus. All I can tell is that our boy Phoenix definitely did not kill someone. Because, you know, if he had killed someone, he would not be a lawyer now in the future. I have a feeling he would not... You know, you get a pretty long period in prison if you kill someone, so... Safe to deduct that Phoenix most likely did not kill anybody. And the conversation that those two guys were having was about her. He was saying something about her, Phoenix got angry, and the rest is history. But yeah, I don't know. Again, we don't know enough. Yeah, they were talking about the girlfriend. Yeah. Well, let's just continue then. Good morning there, everyone. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say I'll give it all I've got. Yup. It'll be fine. Oh boy, poor boy. Poor baby boy. Oh no. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Fry? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My dog says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Yeah, be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. Oh, that's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. Oh, you look so sad. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. Wow, a year ago? But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. Yeah, you better win this one, otherwise our boy is going to prison. April 11, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2. Ooh, new courtroom music. Our court is now in session for the trials of Phoenix Wright. Ooh, cool. That is a young Mia. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What is that? Go. Cool hairdo. Bane. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? Isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well... You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. No, Mia is so... It's kind of cute. She's very much a newbie still. Very much a newbie here. Well, Mr. Brain, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer.
Shut up, Bane. Ooh, that triggered her.
Oh, don't worry, little girl. It will be over soon.
What was that all about? Is he trying to trash talk me? In freaking court? Wow, what a douche.
And now then, I'd like to proceed with the summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murdered victim was a student named Doc Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken on the scene of the crime.
Wow, okay. There's a snapped electric cord, a twisted umbrella, and... Okay.
Student discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously plunged his getaway, they then called the police.
Certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts the photo into the records of evidence. Alright, crime photo 1. The crime took place behind the IVU building. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for satiety is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Bain? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might lose you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will.
What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
A perfect opportunity. Well, what was it, the cause? Go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my fingers are beginning to act up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you know that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I can see... Yeah.
Yeah, we have it here. Fatal electric shock. All of the weapons we need to be found in the court record. Take a good and hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I gotta stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court records. Okay, let's take a look.
Would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of the death?
According to the court records, it was fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of a new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
By motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood? What do you mean?
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's mock attitude.
Oh, that's Winston Spain for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift.
No, he's not. He's an ass.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supportive evidence.
Well, before that... Oh yeah, I guess I'll save on top of this. The evidence?
No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all your weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Crossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Yeah, the evidence isn't the only thing in the court. People's profiles are as well. You can blah 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 blah. Okay. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
This guy. No. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on the last this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Shallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in the story.
Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
It is a pleasure, the court. The prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what? The defendant himself? Well, Mr. Fay. Miss Fay?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, I was a university student.
Mr. Wright,
you understand that you are suspected in the death of... But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you! I'm telling you I was...
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his call to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relations to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Witness testimony of the victim and I. I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. And all I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Ah, Phoenix, you're lying. How did you know he was British?
Oh no, he was British.
British. I'm actually glad I don't have to try to fake British accent. I'm so bad at accents. I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Yeah, it looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be? Cross-examination.
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
Oh, it's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose of this determines if the witness testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If the witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he's our client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see?
What does he mean by that? If he's saying that testimony just now, that there was a lie? A contradiction?
Oh, then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying.
Oh, he was lying. He totally knew that guy. He totally knew that guy.
You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Cross-examination, the victim and I.
When you say there, do you mean the place where the victim was murdered?
Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway.
Hello, Bob. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good first day.
You're just in time. We just started our first case, and it looks like we are playing as Mia Fey, and this is her second trial she ever took. And we are defending our boy Phoenix here. He is being accused of murder. Something you can't hide what happened. They have photographic evidence. And our poor boy has a flu, apparently.
Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Shallow. I was just... It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh?
You say you found the body. So, who called the police?
Oh boy. Unfortunately, it was some other student that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. And they were witnesses. Witness who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
Oi, joku.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I... So you didn't know his face, or even his name, right? Right! Well, no, that is, I mean... So, which is it? Did you know him or not?
Hello, doggy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Also, good timing. We just started our case,
first case, and we are playing as Mia. This is her second case ever, and we are defending our boy Phoenix over here. And as you guys can tell, probably just by looking at Mia here, she is very much a young attorney still. Given that this is only her second trial ever. Did you know him or not? I'm not gonna keep doing those at you noises all the time. Oh, see here, if you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Oh, who is this Dolly person? Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I see. Young love, so bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. Well, that's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Stop saying that! You make yourself even more suspicious, man! Stop it! You are not helping in this case, Phoenix. Just answer the questions. Like a normal person. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, I see. It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. Stop saying that. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. That was funny. Like, I feel bad for me. I'm like, oh my god, can you stop? Can you flipping stop? You're making my job very hard here, buddy. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor? What is it now? Who is this person anyway? Does a Union Jack fellow? Oi, oi. My brain hurts from that question. Ah, the Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. I see. So you meant like the Stars and Stripes, right? Yes, usually, Your Honor. Your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Mia? There's a contradiction here. Mr. Grosberg? Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia, check the court records carefully. We shall check them. Yeah, he's not wearing that jacket in this photo. He's not wearing that particular jacket. My dear, do you think you managed on your own from this point? 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information on one more thing. And you're going to state a contradiction and make sure you present some definite proof. Okay, Mia, one more time. From the very beginning of his testimony. Boom. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Face, there's some point to this line of questioning. Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You would have no idea that at all what he was wearing underneath the jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me! This is why you do not lie, Phoenix. You're making our job very flipping You're making our job flipping hard, buddy. Please don't lie, okay? Yeah, you've made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. Mia is so cruel here, like, frick him! I can't believe I trusted him! Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lie for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Did I go too far? I don't know, Bane, I'm blaming Bane here, because he's the one who brought Phoenix into questioning here. We were just simply, you know, doing what we have to. By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Oh yeah, that's right. It kills cold good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, it seems to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. Well, what's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X. Huh? Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold X Killer belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. Of course. Phoenix?
The frick, buddy? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Shallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose is doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. That doesn't make any freaking sense.
Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and the bottle as the evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the records. The victim's watch stopped at the time of the death.
Seriously?
What are the chances? Did the clock broke or something? Old Killer X added to the court records. Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints. But why doesn't it have the victim's fingerprints all over it too, then?
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it was ceased to function when the large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of an explanation to all of this?
This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks. My poor horrible folks. Oh, shut it, you. Witness testimony. What really happened? Oh, the truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department. So we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit and then at around 3 we split up. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Goldex for at least 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
I'm a little bit angry at him too, for keeping all that information to himself.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Please, buddy, please. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But, that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is... my kind of a... It's embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Just say girlfriend, you idiot. What's that? Oh, what was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Like, oh my god, can you just get it over with? Jeez.
Dahlia Hearthrone was also the lover of the murder victim, Doc Shallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Was it Mr. Shallow who, indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we both were there right on time. Said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of EU IVEU. Oh, an alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details? Time of the meeting... At the time. So we're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45. Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway. Okay, I guess I need to press him on again on that and try asking the other things. Witness, let's go on with your testimony. So what was it that you were talking about? You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Bullshit. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry at him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Huh? Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. Yeah. It's rather unusual to catch a cold in this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking the cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals. And I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Around lunchtime. On the day of the incident, what did you do for the lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I was eating with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's home-made lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Ouch! What did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Okay. Well, Mia. I don't know. I can't seem to find any contradictions. The boy isn't exactly what I'd call a natural-born liar, you know. But still, we can't have him continue to spout nonsense. I know. But what can I do? Well, I'm certain he must still be hiding something. Information. Right now, it's information we need more than anything else. I guess I need to press on him this more. Ask about the lab, maybe? I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. Oh, that's right, and they sure look dangerous. We use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltages cables everywhere. High voltage cables. Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. I think that's enough for now. But the defendant and the victim met at approximately at the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanations about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean?
I knew that was too much work for a little girl.
Can you stop calling Mia a little girl? That is such bullshit. Ugh. I really don't like pain. However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is, you're correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was the Mr. Shallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Can we do it right now? I'm not sure. I guess we're gonna have to try. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye. I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard until now, we could be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Shallow died. That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of court, yes? An attorney must be able to sustain their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally... Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. But what? Are these guys idiots? Can't they not see the freaking broken-ass wire or something? Okay, anyway. But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Wow, you are a blind-ass. Oh my god. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this a bit more detail. Miss Faye, there's where exactly is this weapon? Right here, you dingus. Hold on, I'll just gonna have to here. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's what is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacologic students use in their experiment requires high voltages. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable... Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Bain, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as the murder weapon was the defendant. You can't just grab that with bare hands, can you? Pretty sure you shouldn't touch that.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutably proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. The fuck?
You do? Well, what is it?
It's fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean the ones defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medical bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on his chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
Oh my god, Phoenix, did you push him? Did you push him, buddy? God, this is getting worse and worse. My god. Ah. There goes my energy drink.
And to open up the other. Oh. Nom nom.
Oy, oy, oy. What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left the print like that. Intent of murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Order, that's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Take a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Crossberg. Aerophones never lie. The show is over, Mia.
Shut up, you old fart.
I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you did not.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is requested to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! At this time, I'm prepared to render the verdict in this case.
No. Hold it.
Do you have anything... do you have something further to add, Miss Faye?
You're damn right we do.
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye, no matter what is it you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you the way to the very end.
We've already established defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further...
I did it. Oh, eh? I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that the Dark Shallow is dead. Oh shit. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be a bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Okay, so Phoenix got angry and pushed him. What you just said, was that the truth? Ay. Yes, I was afraid. Afraid if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I'll swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. Mia's like, ah, shit. Okay. Oh, I feel like my homophones are going to Harlem's sake. When I pushed the victim, that guy, he was talking about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. And at that moment, I heard some kind of a loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. So he left. And when he came back, so what happened during the time when he was gone? Maybe he wasn't dead when he pushed him. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Shadow flew back at the top and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that's, as they say, is that. Simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. But from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. Ah, so there wasn't a broken cable when Phoenix was there. The guy just fell over and then Phoenix left. But although I am curious, because, you know, in this photo over here, he's lying forward. And how Phoenix just told it, he flew backwards. So, why is he on the ground face down, then? Interesting. That's true. Even a doofus like him could have missed that. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. He's innocent. There must be some kind of an evidence somewhere that will prove it. So what kind of things did Mr. Shallow say to you? Oh, he said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Like, everyone's like, and? Is that all? Yep. My boy, what the frick? You don't go pushing around people for that. I figured that he would have called her a bitch or something. But just a bad girl, and that's that? Wow, you're pretty overprotective there, Phoenix. Well, Miss Faye, you hurt him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Well, anyway, after he said that, I just... Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on a jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. And when you did that, there was no severed cables anywhere to be seen. Right, there was nothing like that at all. But it is possible that you merely overlooked it. Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like a cheap asphalt. I believe that what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on the testimony, witness. A loud noise? And what did you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like a snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
No, I do believe that that was the sound when the electric cable snapped. It just snapped. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah, could it be? Could it have been... Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us! When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. Ah. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail, kinda like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked on the bone. Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important in the testimony just now? Well... This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Ah, how perfectly fitting. Flimsy information from a flimsy lawyer. Court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please hold. Please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. So Mr. Shallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you are certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if I hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Oh yeah, you see I was wearing the sweater here. Ollie stayed up late for nights and had a time knitting it for me. Oh. Oh great, it's a... No wonder he's wearing it then. I didn't want the rain to sample the handmade symbol of her love. Oh, your stomach is not to be used your personal soccer ball, Mia. Ah, I'm so sorry. I guess Mia gets very squirmish every time someone is saying very sappy, lovey-dovey stuff. I guess she cringes every time, and she gets the urge to just, you know, kick or hit or do something whenever she hears that, because she seems to be every time, like, punching Crossberg somehow when Phoenix is saying some very sappy stuff. That's funny. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little while after he left, I started to get worried. Okay, that's when he went back. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious. You left without even checking the Mr. Swallow's condition? Well, yeah. Like I said, I got worried about him later. He went back, he was dead. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Nope. Nobody. Please, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier? In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from the testimony, Miss... My dear, I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever. Yes, sir. Right now, I need more information. Info that will help me turn up some contradictions. Hold on, that clock says past 5, doesn't it? Like, it's 5 minutes past 3, isn't it? And the victim died 3 p.m. on the dot. But that's not something right now. Fell on top of his cheap umbrella a little while after, started to get worried. I mean, I guess we could try... I'm gonna talk. Press on these things again. And I just said that. He lost his temper. Hold down on cheap umbrella. I feel like it's this one, but... I think I know what to do, maybe. It's this part, and we're gonna use the... this same photo, because the umbrella is not under him. He said that it was under him, but it's not. He claims that he fell on top of the umbrella, but the umbrella is far from him in that, so... No. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on. I had mentioned that. I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Shallow was still alive. Oh. Boom. Eat that. Order, the victim, he moved. Mr. Bain, the umbrella on this photo. Where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want it presented as evidence immediately. Alright. Owned by the victim. Found broken near the electrical pole at the victim's scene. At the crime scene. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. But... I know this matters of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. No. I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown into the prosecution's case by the defense testimony. Phoenix's testimony added the court record. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Well done, Mia. Yeah, he's laughing. Mr. Bain, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through a cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I do not follow what you're saying. Let me guess, you have another witness. Exactly, and this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness? Oi. Miss Dahlia Hearthrone. Dahlia Hearthrone? You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. Oh wow, she just became very suspicious to me. Because, yeah. It's always the innocent-looking ones, I guess. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh, she did it. Obviously she did it. Yeah, as soon as he said that, as soon as Bain said that she was at the scene of the crime, yeah, she did it. I don't care how, but she did it. That is so obvious. If the other guy, like, met with Phoenix, tried to warn him about her, and then Phoenix shoves him, leaves him, and when he comes back, the dude is dead. The same dude who was trying to warn him about this girl. And now Bane says that she was at the crime scene. Oh, we found... Okay. Okay, I feel like it's safe to say that is the real murderer has to be her. But now we just gotta figure out A, motive, and B, how she did it. We gotta get those out of her now. But at the same time, wow, Phoenix. Way to pick a girlfriend there. Dang.
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Meanwhile, bring it. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I wanted to know what this bitch has to say. Simple as that. I think it is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Harthrone.
Okay.
Same day, 11:52 a.m. District Court, lobby number 3. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's all right. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such an important thing. Rosberg, shut up. But the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Or she will throw you under the bus. Which is most likely what she's gonna do. I'm calling it now. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life? Huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Harthrone? Sure, no problem. Okay. Dolly and we first met about 8 months right here in the very courthouse. Here at the courthouse? Right here? Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set my eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. That is the ugliest ass looking pendant. I'm sorry if I come across very judgy here, but that is ugly. It's too big. Oh, here, take a look at this. Yeah, I feel like even Mia is like, dang, that's a, okay. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. Okay. The same day you guys met? She has been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. Oh, she gave it to you as a present, I see. And this darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. That's a bottle? Wait. I'm coming up with some theories in my head. They met at the courtroom. She was wearing that necklace. Now, Phoenix just said that that gem in the middle is not a gem, it's a bottle. And she gave that to Phoenix at the same day they met. Was she trying to hide something? What does that bottle have? What does it contain? My god, I hope it's not poison or something. Because I just got like an idea, like, was she trying to hide evidence or something? And she just gave that to Phoenix. But I don't know, that... I don't know. Forget it. Maybe going a bit too far there. But it's kind of sus. Like, you meet someone just there and then, and you immediately give them a present. That doesn't look like a cheap thing. I mean, it does look like a cheap thing, but now when he said it was a bottle or something in the middle, it certainly is a little bottle, alright. Is she Black Widow or something? I don't know, because, like, doesn't it sound like sus? Like, I wouldn't think anything about this if they had, like, oh, they've been dating for a couple of months and then she would give that as a present. But no, the day they freaking met at a courthouse. Why was she at the courthouse? Is she also studying law? Or what is she studying? Why was she at the courthouse? We know why Phoenix was at the courthouse. He's studying to become a lawyer. It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Alright, Dahlia's present. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway. So after that, you and, Miss Hawthorne started, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same things to me. Oh, it's so something bad. Oh my god. She threw the necklace at Phoenix, a very naive guy she just met, and oh my god, she is so using him. Okay, never mind. That confirms it. This whatever it is inside this bottle, in this necklace, is something bad. It's definitely something bad. And she wants to get that necklace back to destroy it or something. I don't freaking know. Please give it back to me now. A rather strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way, Miss Wright. Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago. It wouldn't happen to have been August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. Ooh, we're about to find out. What's this? A newspaper clip. Let's see. Murder in the court. Murder? My god! Oh my god! Okay, yeah, that girl definitely is bad news. Okay, never mind, Kizu, might have called it. Black Widow, she most likely poisoned someone. And that said poison is inside the freaking necklace. Great! So we are about to solve 2 cases at the same time, I feel like. What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these 2 cases, am I correct? An article from the same day 8 months ago. Can I read that? Just let me read it. Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning a 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. That person most likely was Dahlia then. Okay. Oh, I hope you don't mind, Mr. Korsberg. I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. But thank you. I want to do whatever I can to help you, Mia. Well, it looks like the recess is about over. We'd better all get a moving. Okay, so Grosberg is gonna go fetch whatever he can find. Yes, so the recess sure seems longer than 20 minutes, though. Oh, this got interesting. But it's kind of fair that they're giving us a, you know, a lot more easier case. Like a very, very clear scenario of who's the actual murderer and what most likely happened. But now we just gotta figure out the motive and how. Continuing. Oh, this looks cooler now that we are kind of standing there by ourselves. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Bain. Please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Oh god, what kind of voice am I gonna... No! What the frick? Where did those butterflies came from? What the frick? What is this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in their case, I must admit, you are radiant and glowing in completely sincerity. Oh, he looks innocent AF. Oh. I can't believe he actually said that.
Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Oi, joku tius. Oh boy.
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. Oh. Amy, we're getting raided. Like bacon flavor. Welcome, raiders, and welcome, bacon. Hello, hello. Hold on a bit. Let me give you a. Let me give you a shout out real quick. What were you up to? And also, welcome, raiders. My name is Renotus, and we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Currently, what were you doing? Playing games plus the demos?
Huh. So you were playing multiple different kind of games? Testing out demos or something? Mayhaps? Yeah, welcome, welcome. Dailos, Cyber Meow, and Bacon. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. And also, Bacon, I understand if you gotta leave, you've been streaming as well, so please do take care of yourself. Same goes to all who came through the raid, too. We started this game today, and we are currently playing as Mia Fey, and we are defending our client Phoenix Wright over here. He's been accused of murdering this guy, Dog Shallow, but we are Pretty convinced that he did not do it. He just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, kind of thing. And now we are questioning Dahlia, who is Phoenix's girlfriend, apparently, and we are pretty much certain that Dahlia is the actual murderer of the case, but now we just gotta figure out the motive and how did all of that occur. So we are in it to find out these answers now. I played a whole bunch of things. I played Nightmare Card, Five Nights at Freddy's, Floor 9, and Final Pin. I will sleep now because I didn't get any sleep. Please do take care of yourself, Bacon. Have a good night's sleep. Have a good night's sleep, buddy. But yeah, a lot of games, I will have a great stream. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. Oh, great. Now the guys are defending the Scal already. And I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. Oh, it was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior at literature at Ivy University. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Oh, the honor is mine. Oh, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshakes brings all the boys into the yard. Ba-dumps. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You go on and say whatever it's on my mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of a mistake. Beanie wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it. Yes, I can see why you say that. It's going to be a tough witness, all right. Oh, I'm actually surprised that she actually defended Phoenix there. I was so sure she was just gonna throw him under the bus immediately. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around his little finger. Oh, then please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed. I had been planning to go back to Feenie's place after class was over. Feenie and Doggy, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Doggy got all wobbly and just collapsed. No, Phoenix pushed him. That's when Feenie noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. BS! That was so much BS. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is our job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth. But I wouldn't never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Hee. You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey.
Huh? What's this? You two are acquainted?
Yes, we've met before. Once.
I have?
Am I forgetting something here?
Or in any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madame Fey.
Madam?
I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie.
Well, time to poke.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright, is in the art department? If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacological building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senri poetry.
Oh, how wonderful. Is that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches his age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to be at the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courtrooms, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation? So who is this doggy person? Oh, I'm sorry. Dog Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So, what were Mr. Shallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean?
Huh? I asked a very simple question there, miss. Answer it.
I would never eavesdrop.
Wow, that's thick.
I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Fey. Don't drag the witness down to your level. What the frick, guys? Shut up! Man, the nerves of these guys.
Am I being demonized here?
Please go on. What did you see?
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Beanie never did a thing to Doggy.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry at me.
So what should I do about her testimony just now?
No.
Evil lies are not very becoming, Miss Hearthrone. So let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never.
Miss Fey, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defendant is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's paw prints was found on Mr. Shallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to reverse my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Doggy fell to the ground.
And at the time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant was Phoenix Wright and the victim Dog Swallow.
Yes, that's right. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break!
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at the time?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacological department? Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Please try to stay on topic.
So to find some pharmacological students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. The students knew what was going on.
But how could the students have known what's going on?
Well, I don't know for sure, but they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kinda excited about something.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. How did the students call the police?
Yes, I was just so... I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright.
Yes, that's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep into the to find the contradiction on this one.
It didn't see the moment. Didn't look like they were fighting.
Nah, she should. If Phoenix heard something loud, she should have heard that something loud noise as well. Let's go with this for now. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
Bullshit.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
No. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. See, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up. But it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his run to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of the thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Wait, so there was thunder too? Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a sec, Mia, that testimony just now. Just said something that could totally change this whole case.
Your Honor, there is a problem with this witness's testimony. What do you mean?
Didn't you just notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right?
Oh, not the time for the science lesson, Miss Faye. Could you please use your brain for a minute there, Judge? Imagine if we always talked like this. Which one? Which one? I'm gonna say Bane's voice is killing me. The two women are fine. They're fine. But, like Dahlia? No thanks. I'm good. I feel like I would freak people out if I actually talk like that. For real.
Would you like me to talk always like this?
There. I'm creeping myself out here. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution...
Disgusted with wow.
Isn't it obvious that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Ding, ding, ding. I must admit that thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway?
Nothing. His brain is empty, Mia. You will learn over the years that this judge, while he is good at listening, at the very least, he is very dumb when it comes to deduction and common sense.
This entire case is built upon the premise of Mr. Darkshallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is a mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of stray bolt.
But that feels like that's like a... Could this have been this Dahlia's intention all along? To kinda stray us to think that it was a lightning bolt? It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually an accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty. Ah, shit.
I am hurt that you have such a low opinion on me, Miss Fay.
Huh?
Oh. I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. They found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location.
Okay, so it's still the cable. The cable that struck him. But then that means that Dahlia is lying about the lightning then. What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Bain? Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit.
What now? And how is this affidavit from?
The pharmacological students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read it out to the court, the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the lab lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment run on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits the time of the death listed on the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Students' testimony, the old power cable broke due to some sort of an impact. At just 5 minutes before the death. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it would have been snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Fay.
Oh, what do you want, Honor? What do you want, Judge?
Do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? I mean, it could be the umbrella, but I don't know if I have to showcase the umbrella or do I have to showcase a person, but... Or off the bed now, have fun. Okay, Tooth, thank you for stopping by and hope you have a wonderful rest of the week and a weekend. Have a good night. I'm gonna try the umbrella. This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor. Nope.
Fine. Wasn't the umbrella. I need to, I guess, show off a person. Unless there is a... What caused the break? I guess I need to showcase Phoenix here. Your Honor, please think about Mr. Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony? He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Oh yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that... The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was the very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. No. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Bain. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as the result of being pushed. It was the impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Boom. Order in the court. The lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It is true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way...
Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation is said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What? What the... Bitch, I'm trying to defend your boyfriend here! What are you on about?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. Part 2.
The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice.
Oh, now he's pushing him twice?
The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Doggy tried his best to run away from him. But Beanie caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapped and Doggy being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute.
No, you... Wow, you're full of bull. Okay, now she's trying to throw him under the bus. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that's when the defendant pushed him for the second time?
I'm so sorry, Beanie, but I just have to tell the truth.
Bitch! Oh my god, she is such a... I want to say so bad words, but I'm gonna refrain myself.
I am doing the right thing. Am I, Mr. Judge?
Oh, of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. What a fish. Exactly. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Thanks. I can't wait to break this person. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doggy.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge,
Yeah, yes?
would you please forgive little old me?
Bitch, stop! Of course he won't, like, of course. Oh, come on. It was just a little old white lie. I'll forget it in this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Oh, not at all. Just... This guy had better be more careful with himself. A dark alley is friendlier than this girl. I kinda love how Mia is seeing through this bullshit. Like, she's like, ah, no. I know this gal ain't freaking telling the truth. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed in the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't book it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. No, he doesn't! Have you seen him? He's a freaking puppy! What the frick? Although I will admit that dude getting angry because someone called someone a bad girl for like one bad thing and he went all pushy about it immediately. It was like, nah, that's a bit of a no, but you know, still. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold? And you thought they were just having a friendly conversation? Or a bimbo or something? Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
A fight? Wow. That's very sweet of you to be so supportive. And what happened after that? That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Bain, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket? No, they weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully?
Do not at me, girl.
I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Oh, you think you're clever, aren't you? Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lies, so this is best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. No time to... Claims to be pushed twice. First time with the bone cable broke. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the timing. It all occurred less than a minute. This part bugs me because we have the watch stopping at the time of the death. And we have this. I wonder what we need to use here. Is it the student testimony or is it the time when the... Because we have quite a lot of places where there's mention of the time. Here's the autopsy report. "3 p.m. at the dot." And we got, the old power cable broke due to some sort of an impact. I think maybe the autopsy. I'm gonna try the autopsy. It was not the autopsy, so it's probably the student then. It is probably the student thing then. I'm gonna try this next. Yep, it was the student one then. That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Look at this graph. Sorry.
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Oh, yes, and your point is, Miss Faye. My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Would you care to explain the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during the 10-minute interview? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Dog Swallow. And we turned it around. Oh, there. This is nonsense. The real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? Well, there's only one person other here that could have been. Yeah, there's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? It's finally time. Sure as I guess. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Ooh, I shall. Oh, hello, Violet. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Alrighty then, time to accuse Dahlia. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hearthrone.
What? Oh, how can you...
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time the electrocution. What exactly were you doing the whole time, Miss Hearthstone? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Yeah.
Thursday is okay. Family's moving through stomach bug. Yikes. Ugh, I hope it's not a too bad one. Hope everybody's gonna feel better soon. Dang. Stomach bug is no laughing matter. Also, it sucks because if it's in the family, it means everybody will go through with it. One way or another. Very contagious. Order, Miss Faye. What? I mean, why? What is so say? Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim, subsequently left the scene. It was you who pushed Mr. Shallow to his death by your own very hands. Yeah. I don't know how to yell.
How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything.
How do we make those butterflies stay near you? Hey, oh. Whoa. That was Phoenix's noise. Whoa. Buddy, no, stop. Phoenix. Dang it, Phoenix. Your Honor, please, I have something that I want to say. Yo, what is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you Doth? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. You are very wrong about your girlfriend there, Phoenix. She is a murderer. We gotta catch her. I am 100% convinced about that already. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Achoo. Leave my dolly alone. Achoo. I mean, in this case, Phoenix was trying to protect her, but no, the problem here, Violet, you do not know this, but this Dahlia girl gave our Phoenix this pendant the day they met 8 months ago, according to this game. And you see that little thing in between the heart? It turns out it's a bottle. And the day she gave him that was also a day when this happened at the courthouse. He most likely hid a murder weapon. Possible murder weapon. And that's where my theory is right now. And in the very beginning of this case, I'll paint it for you. This guy, Dog Swallow, and Phoenix were talking behind a school building, and this guy, Dog Swallow, was trying to warn Phoenix about Dahlia by calling her a bad girl, and around that time Phoenix got angry and pushed the guy because, you know, you don't talk bad about my girlfriend, and blah blah blah. And by the way, this guy had dated Dahlia before Phoenix, so I guess this guy was smart enough to have figured out that there was something wrong about this gal. And oh boy, there's just something going on here. Has to be. I don't know for sure what's like happening, but yeah, it's clear that Dahlia is the bad guy here. Plus, it kind of has to be, because this is the first case for this this particular game. So they wouldn't throw us a very hard case at the beginning, because this is kind of the tutorial case, so to speak. So I feel like they need to give us like a bone here to make it easier. But yeah, but yes, you got in time. This is the first case of the third installment of the trilogy. Yeah. So you technically haven't missed much. Oh boy. Now we just gotta... Whoa? Question mark? That boy? Who's talking? Oh, hey, Crossbar got back. Did he bring the papers we wanted? Oh, he's gotten himself way over his head. Oh, Mr. Gorsberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Thank you. Heck yeah. Okay, this is what we need. A report of the incident 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, you'd better take a good look at it. Oh, I will. I will do that. Uh-oh. It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Huh? Yikes. What? Our boyfriend? Mia's boyfriend? What? Oh no, was the... Oh. Oh, this got a lot sadder now. Okay, was the victim 8 months ago Mia's boyfriend? The murder did happen at the courthouse. Oh my god. And that's how Mia also knows about Dahlia. Like, at the very least knows where, like, what she was in this case. But yeah, okay. Let's read this. Incident overview, location District 4, house cafeteria. Yep, cafeteria. Date and time August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim Diego Armando. Wow, what a name. Okay, sorry. Age 28. Occupation lawyer. Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested a poison while oh my freaking called it! Anywho, sorry. Armando ingested a poison while interviewing the subject regarding the other case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. And that's what's inside the pendant. The little bottle. Okay, well, hey, I called that this thing was the murder weapon for this case. 8 months ago. Huh. Oh, that's messed up. So Phoenix has been dating a murderer for 8 months and has been carrying around this pendant. Oh god, oh my. How messed up has Dahlia have to be to have been able to keep the act on that long? She would not be able to work this case if she had involvement with the personal connection. True, at the very least in this one. But, who knows? Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Bain, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, I...
Oh, it's even more messed up that she's so calm.
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy?
Yes, I am. Did I stutter? Not only am I saying you murdered Dog Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Weenie. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I do believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. Yeah, that's the thing. Now we gotta somehow turn this around. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, the same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met defendant Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What would that possibly have to do with this case?
Shut up, Bane, and listen. The witness claims that she has no intention of framing the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason. Very well then, the court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a little longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. We're gonna get you! How I Met Feeny. Ooh, the music kicked in.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
That's Phoenix. We're so lovey-dovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Thanks for that addition, Wright. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Oh, we will. We shall get her. So until that time, you had been dating Dog Sallow.
Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
Oh no, not at all. Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Prickle. Maybe you should look for a more different line of work. Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. What a freaking nickname. The courthouse reading room. That's a strange place to meet of the love of your life.
That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning to becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Bane, will you kindly just put a sock in it? Miss Faye, I'm warning you, if this has nothing to do with Miss Fallow's case... I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better treat carefully. Your Honor, if you allow me to some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well, young lady, if you... Got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this.
You were, huh? You were writing a paper. On what?
On the relationship between modern Zendril poetry and the criminal underworld.
Oh, that sounds fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? And I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff. Yeah, why did the girl really come to the courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? No, I have not, Crossberg. Shut up. So, what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat.
Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome.
Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen. I mean, she's not wrong.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If we were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
You have a wife? Sorry. Oh, he was telling the truth. I was truly shocked. I'm not saying that.
That's the poem that best described how I feel about my Feeny.
Okay. Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow?
No, not at all. We parted on very good terms.
But that can't be. Our investigations also show up it was a clean breakup.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her.
Ooh.
So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you?
Well, you see...
Yeah, that is kind of strange.
What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, have I ever once considered leaving my wife?
I don't care. No one cares, Mr. Bane. Oh, thanks, Judge. didn't deny it. That must mean Black Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Yeah, I know. I know, Crossbeard, shut up. Okay. Now it starts. I'm pretty sure it's this part here where she's claiming on what she was doing here, but either we're gonna have to use that report or it's either one. We have the newspaper clipping from that day, or we have this report or the clipping. So it's gonna be either one. I'm gonna try the report first, and then I'm gonna try the newspaper clipping. On the other hand, the newspaper clipping has the exact date. Oh, let's see. Oh, it was this. Okay. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? Oh yeah, because the report has her name in there too. Yeah. That makes more sense to show it now.
What is the meaning of the cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Tragedy. Damn, these words are hard to say. Pronounce? My bad.
Another tragedy?
Oh, do you mean the incident in which the attorney was poisoned? The name of the subject is an incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eyes, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Tragedy. Tragedy. Okay, so we have tragedy. And then we have tragic. Tragic. Strategy. Tragedy. Ah. English is hard! In my language, it's strategia. Strategia. Traaginen. Yeah, it's the tragic and tragedy. Tragedy. Tragic. Yeah, those two sound so similar to me. But thanks, Violet. Yeah, tragedia. Tragedia in Finnish. Yo.
Eating hard.
Oh my god. Order, this is unbelievable. It's true then.
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with such clueless clues. I, Winston Bain, will not...
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me? Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Expressed some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under an oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
Can't look me in the straight in the eyes when you're saying that? I see. Okay, I tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, I really lit the fire in my heart and my lungs. I can hardly tell which is the more inflamed, my spirit or my... yeah. You just stand there, buddy. The poisoning.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. You see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
You wouldn't know where to get a poison like that, and you were dating a guy who happens to be very good at chemicals? It turns out that mayhaps this dog swallow wasn't exactly innocent in this case either. Could be that this guy whipped up the poison, or at the very least he might have, you know, thought how to make. Maybe he didn't make it, but maybe he helped her to make it. As to what reason? Meh. So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Bain, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Well, why does this offense suddenly feel stronger?
Ah, Mia, you're growing with the true lawyer aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Thank you, Grosper. Does the report mention the measurement she stated? Because that's info for her to have. Yeah. Let's poke her first and see if we can make her leak more info, and then we'll see where to strike. Oh. What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the record, you were being interviewed regarding another case. Another case?
The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about the incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Oh my god, this bitch has been part of another case? Oh, we gotta bust her now. Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense question is stricter from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Oh my god, Phoenix, shut up. I will hurt the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Ah, those two are making me ill a little bit for certainly different reasons. I see for a moment. How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
And where were you during that stretch of time using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Phoenix! Phoenix? Huh? My brain hurts. My brain hurts. Oh my god. Nick, what the hell? Oh, thank you, Kiso. Exactly, Nick. What the hell, Nick? Ay. Okay. Confirmed. Phoenix was an absolute idiot when he was 21 years old. Wow. Not knowing anything about women's anatomy at all. Or human bodily functions, apparently. There are guys who genuinely believe this. That is concerning, Violet. That is very fucking concerning. That is very concerning. That is super flipping concerning. My god. Ah. Ay. Kid you not, there were a senior in my class who stood up in front of the class when someone told him that girls poop. He was shook. Violet, that is... wow. That is very concerning. I'm like, did that guy not have a mother? Did that guy who stood up not have a mother? Ouch. Wasn't a bright guy. Actual jog. Yeah, but you would think that he would still have a mother. And you would have witnessed a woman going to a bathroom at least once in your life. Oh my goodness. Yeah, concern for this. Humanity is doomed. I mean, I feel like it has been doomed a long time ago, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's it. Why is your story getting worse and worse, Violet? He had a family with 4 sisters. That's even less of an excuse why he wouldn't have known. Oh my god, that's even... I feel like I'm losing brain cells. Just from hearing this story. Or not hearing, reading. See, exactly, I can't even find my words anymore. My god. That's what happened when a country's educational system is lacking. I don't know if it's the educational system at that point, Kizo. I feel like that's already the guy's fault himself. Because, if he lived in a family that already had women in it, he should have just paid attention. Just freaking looked around for a second. Might have been brothers, I don't know him well. Anywho, point still being, he should have known. It is, I promise you it is. Oh boy. Okay, let's move on from the, just to make a statement. Women do poop. Just so you know. Women have bodily functions. Everyone. The more you know. Okay. The police have already looked into this whole matter. A line of questioning is nothing but a waste of court time. Objection abstained. Ms. Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. Yeah, this part where she even knows how much poison it was. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops says it's on 1/2 a fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. It's about 2/3 of that amount, huh?
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there.
As in you did it? A special kind of poison. How so?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh? And where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman say. They said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it.
Chemical process. Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you couldn't caught in the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
He's right. I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions. Oh, is Essence the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime? Was it because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison? Then all we have to do is to find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Right, now just how did a lit student get a hold of poison? Poison of all things. Well, that's where her previous boyfriend, aka dead person, most likely came in clutch. I feel like it could be this last one, but now we just gotta... Do I just straight up show Dog Shallow's face here? We'll try. Oh, it was! Ah, there we go. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you.
What?
In case you had easy access to that kind of poison. In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab? A boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doc Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Shallow. And if you recall, Mr. Shallow was a pharmacological student at Ivy University. Pharmacology. His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You. No. Order. Could it be?
That's nothing but a...
May I say something, Madame Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee cup was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of a container.
Well, yes, that's true.
Was researched immediately after the incident took place.
No, you weren't. You met Phoenix before that. And you disposed of that poison by giving the necklace you were carrying the poison originally in. The Phoenix.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
He's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? Well, she got me there. Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Well, unless you can come up with some kind of evidence, we're going to lose this lead. Police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. Oh, if only going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder. Then where is the container the poison was carried in and what happened to it? You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplishment?
No, of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. There's a little bottle. Really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. The very same day as the poisoning incident. It doesn't take a fucking genius to figure this out. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that could give her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? Most certainly. No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Gotcha, bitch. Order in the court. Now we need the motive. We now have the means, now we need the motive. Phoenix, shut the frick up, buddy! Do not defend this murderous biatch, okay? Please? On behalf of Dolly, I object!
Mr. Wright, control yourself.
I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. That... Buddy. Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? I'm sorry, this sounds very cruel, but... Well, I guess she just must be madly in love with me, too. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes, for Pete's sake! At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is the bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Oh, a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. Alright, Phoenix. Gotta do it to you, buddy. Gotta do it to you, buddy. Sorry. Oh no. Phoenix! Was he trying to run away while crying? Did he jump at us? Wait, did Phoenix jump at us or something? Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Ah, he did. He did. He tried, probably... Yeah, okay. Dang it. Phoenix, you're not making this easy. But where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiffs got him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! Well, what is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone! What? That's terrible! Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Did he grab the necklace? Phoenix! Fuck! Foolish boy, that's the only thing that could have saved him. What on blazes are we supposed to do now? God damn it! Ah, shit. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unaccepted. Unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottled necklace? Forgive me, I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. He did what? Oh boy. I don't know whether to be concerned or angry anymore. I am... Oh, he saw it. Okay, You what? You ate it? No, you didn't. No, he did not. It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits at first, but yeah. I'm really surprised. They thought she couldn't yo. What is he doing now? Your Honor, we gotta stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Why are you laughing? What the frick are you laughing about? Shut up, Bane!
Clearly the bottle did not contain deadly poison.
Well, first of all, it had to be given like 2 teaspoons full of it. So if there's like a very, very little residue, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a stomach ache of the freaking jewelry itself rather than the poison, but how can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more likely a fledgling defense attorney overactive imagination.
Oh, it would seem.
Oh, Prelude Pawns is 55% in stream. I want it. Get it! Get it! Get it! Do it.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There, it's alright, rookie.
Shut up, Bane.
Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's a heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Mr. Hawthorne, with my very life.
Well, that's a short life.
Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Fortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for the beginner like you to understand, but in the court of law, evidence is everything. Even after I proved so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the— No! No, it wasn't cleared up. What, are you guys idiots or something? Also, thank you, Phoenix. What are you gonna say? You better fucking be something important, because by God, if you're gonna throw us under the bus even more, I will personally twist your neck. Something, I don't know. Mr. Wright. I'm sorry, Miss Fay. Totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I knew you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Oh, you have let me down countless times during this trial. My God, you have been a very, very hard client. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met Dog Swallow. Yeah, what were you guys talking about? Or arguing? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from the lab. Poison? Ooh, someone stole a bottle of poison from the lab. The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl's a thief. Stop it! There we go, and that's the reason when Phoenix pushed him. He said straight up that Dahlia stole something. Called her a thief. Now that makes much more sense. But yeah, I feel like Phoenix finally is starting to wake up and smell the roses, or daisies, or whatever you call it, when someone wakes up from a freaking dream. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous! There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. He was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, this is the defendant is Miss Faye. You tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. No, Phoenix, you just... Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with the Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Dog Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye? I think she wanted to kill Phoenix. To get the necklace. Or something, I don't freaking know. If you're certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. I don't know what you're gonna ask, but we'll be careful. Yeah, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. Okay. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore. Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wonder what his cold meds were. Meds went. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like she stole the cold meds and applied the poison into the cold meds. And I feel like Dog must have realized what she was up to. Took the bottle away from her, and she basically pushed him to the electric wire then. Probably that's what happened. Me? That's preposterous! After all, it was Dog Shallow that was murdered. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, it's true that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning the poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was one piece of evidence linking her to the incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottled necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Yeah, because think about it, because he, like, Wright went around and showed that he had it. So he had to get rid of him as well. Not just the necklace anymore, but him and the necklace. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true! Sorry, buddy. Had to do it to you.
Beanie, what a joke you are.
Oh, there she is. Oof. That's cold.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
But Miss Hawthorne? It appears that we are nearing the end of this trial.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal, no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? And since your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Well...
Hey, old man. Are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
Wow. Wow. Yoink. Hold it. I can't let her get away with this. Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
Be forced to take off your attorney badge forever, I'm afraid.
No! You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Oh, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? Gonna have to. If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with a murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible! You can't possibly... Stupid woman. It's the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. One piece of evidence, huh? And just one? You are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Okay. Time for the pill bottle. Well then, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Show the court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Shut up, Bane. Does your rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. When I lost my bottle, it around lunchtime on the day of the incident. Well, it was it with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. But now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Dr. Sal, that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottled necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago.
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Dog Shadow. Ooh, mic drop. Oh, come on now, everyone. Sure you aren't fooled, are you? Stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
Not sucking it. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking one. Yeah, take a pill. Pop a pill. Pop 2 pills. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm such a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come now, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Do you think you won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? Yes, I actually feel pretty good about myself now. That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
Eh?
Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Why? Yes?
I'm going to go spend a little quiet time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
Whew. Finally over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care, Mr. Winston. I'm Winston Bain. I don't believe one word that this rookie liar has said.
Well then, Mr. Bain, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... Yeah. So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
I see, yes.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Oh my god, he's losing his hair. Wow, he lost his hair. He lost this ridiculous pompadour. Mr. Bain, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Hey, there he is! Now I recognize him much better.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
No, you did not. Shut up!
Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor? Was this just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor? Whether we did or not has no bearing in this case. Very well. Miss Bain? Mr. Bain,
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like... Shut up.
It appears Mr. Bain has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true, my dear Dolly. Very well then. I believe I've already passed judgment and bring the trial to an end. The court finds the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty. This court is adjourned. Same day, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Gorsberg. Yeah, actually, thank you. You came in clutch. You actually brought us the thing we needed. Oh, during the word, I thought my Thrones were going to explode like Mr. Vesuvius, Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Crossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veterans lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright? Congratulations. Thanks. I was thinking... Go on. The dolly that I saw there on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I knew could never have said those things, those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Oh, buddy. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. Probably for the best. Oh yeah, it definitely is for the best, buddy. Trust me. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. That is very concerning. What kind of company does this guy keep? Right now, I am starting to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department? Oh, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Fay, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they are in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope. I hope we see each other again someday. And maybe even in court. I mean, you are gonna become my apprentice. And now we are back as Phoenix. Antakaa jo ympäri korvin. I guess we didn't have to beat him up, Bob. I guess he learned himself. Finally. But it's time for me to finally change my voice. Or actually not change my voice. I gave Phoenix my own voice. So back to my actual voice. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to the better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. Should have. Yeah. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. And quite literally see her sometimes because thanks to her little sister. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. First episode clear, turnabout memories, the endo. Whoa, episode 2, the stolen turnabout. Brand new episode has been added. Yeah, that's the guy I remember. This guy over here. I don't remember his name, but that is pretty much what I remember from this 3rd installment. Now saving. That's Mia's boyfriend? Oh, but didn't he die? Iso, you didn't spoil just now, did you? That's a fake one. Huh? Nope. Eh? Oh? Anywho. Do I make a... Nah. I'll save in 2 spots, just in case. We're gonna end soon, but let's see a preview. Let's see a little preview. I am beep beep beep. I'm just trying to open a case. Wow. Well, something got stolen. Damn. Masque de Masque. Salutations. Ooh. What's this? Do we have an absolutely classic case in hand? Someone just straight up stole something. But how are we gonna be